Well, the news that I partied myself into the ground with my Denver Bronco victory is not true. As you see, your source live and personal. And again, can we please go back to the Broncos 2 weeks ago for a moment? And let me ask you something. Wade Phillips is not a rocket scientist, but he did figure out if they're number 2 rushing the ball in the NFL and number 20th in the pass, how about we put 8 men in the box, stop Stewart, stop Newton from running, and the game's over. And the game was over. And Carolina's defense played incredible, as Denver should have won that game about 50-0. But because they went 1 for 14 on third down and 0 for 13 to end the game, it was a miracle that they scored any points at all, no less, winning 24-10 by 14 in the most lopsided Super Bowls you have ever seen in your life. Matter of fact, I think what happened, the reason you're seeing Cam Newton destruct in front of your eyes like he has a concussion, because he does. Because he is seeing Von Miller and DeMarcus Ware in his sleep. Like when he wakes up, it's like, ah! 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 He just saw Von Miller almost decapitate himself. Or almost saw DeMarcus Ware kill him. So again, Cam Newton, when he just destroys himself in interviews after the game and continues to bury himself on the line of his thinking, again, I think he has a concussion, and I think you'll find out that his brain is rattled forever, because I think next year it's going to affect him. Because, listen, Brady got knocked down 23 times. Cam Newton avoided about 13 and got knocked out about 10, so pretty much the exact same thing, because he was running for his life. He was running for his life. Now, again, did they drop passes on him at the beginning? Yes. Did he overthrow people? Yes, but truth be told, they were never in that game. Never, ever, ever. They are strictly one-dimensional. If they do not run the ball, they are a one-dimensional team that you just shut down, because they cannot throw the ball. They don't have the prolific receivers. They don't have the ability to go long. They really have nothing, as you saw. And thank God they have nothing, because if anything that they gave, if Cam showed up at all, if he had any clue, if he had any talent at all, the smidgen, I think they probably could have beat Denver, because Denver did nothing. Denver should have won that game 40-0. Do you realize what the stats were on that game? Denver could not move the ball. They couldn't move the ball either. Great job to the Panther defense. Obviously, Kuechly, you're the best player in the NFL. For my money, you're number 1. You're number 1. Tremendous job. But again, Peyton Manning, the first pass he threw of the game, or the second, was like a knuckleball 7 yards into the ground. And chills went through my body. I looked at my watch and I said, God, this clock's got to fucking run. And it was like 2 minutes into the game. I mean, he threw a 7-yard that went to the ground. So, for him saying, maybe I'll go somewhere, maybe I'll come back for a year, I mean, he's done. The guy's done. The guy's done. 9 touchdowns, 17 interceptions. Looks like his reputation's going to be really run through the mud. I don't know if it's going to even be able to hold up to this. It might be the demise of Peyton Manning. It would look like he's done. He can't even throw a pass. But again, he did enough for the Broncos to win the Super Bowl. We had the Broncos on a money line, simply because I knew it was going to go that way. It is not rocket science. I am not splitting an atom. I am seeing that a team's one-dimensional. How could you see this? I couldn't even get you off the Panthers. Do you realize I would have made several $100,000 more than I made? I would have made almost $1 million on this game, but I could not get people off the Panthers. They were so enamored with Cam Newton. They were like, Stu, didn't you have Seattle over Carolina? Stu, didn't you have Arizona over Carolina? And I said to them, Arizona turned over the ball 7 times, most in the history, most ever they gave them the game. Russell Wilson, again, choking in the Super Bowl last year, throwing the interception, 1st and goal to 1, to win the Super Bowl, choking in the playoff game again, throws 2 interceptions in the first 8 minutes of the game. Bye-bye. Cost yourself the game. Again, Russell Wilson, again, the gaff. So, really, Carolina was a paper tiger. A paper tiger. Come on, averaging 40 points in the playoffs, and Denver shuts them down to 10, and the only time they score, I think, was on the Peyton Manning interception. It was a turnover, and that's the only time they scored. Otherwise, they would not scored at all. They would have never scored a touchdown. And the way you stop Cam Newton from dancing, which I knew it in my ball sack. It's why I gave out the game telling you, double your net worth, and I take responsibility for that. I could have ruined your life. Instead, I made your life. I could have ruined your life. Instead, I made your life. I'm the most influential person you've ever met in your life because I told you to bet your net worth on the game. They won outright as a 2-1 underdog. Outright as a 2-1 underdog, never led, domination, wire to wire, and for the creme de la creme, Von Miller, MVP, I called it 25-1, 25-1, that's my chest look, 25-1, $100 better, made $2,500, dime better, $25,000, 10 dime better, $250,000. Bang! Bang! So again, the day before the Super Bowl was epic. 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 I knocked off number 1, number 2, Oklahoma, North Carolina, using Kansas State, Notre Dame, only the 7th time in college basketball history that number 1 and number 2 went down the same day by unranked teams. By unranked Notre Dame, unranked Kansas State. How do you like that? So listen. My college basketball then, since day 1 of the season, and right now is on fire. Best in the country, best in the nation. Yesterday, as advertised, a 3-0, 3-3 in the college basketball sweep. Again, Utah, Michigan, and Temple. Now this Saturday is something special. For the 5th year in a row, we're going to Vegas in February. It's the last Saturday in February. We're going to Vegas, baby. We're rocking and rolling. We're going to score out. Now, for the last 4 years, I have gone 3-0 on Saturday, 4 years in a row, and 1-0 on Sunday, 4 years in a row. So I have pressed the money on Saturday, so we've made 8-1 on our money. So 1,000 goes into 2, 2 goes into 4, 4 goes into 8. So we make 8-1 on the money, and then on Sunday, 1 game, we bet it all. So that is on the website for sale right now at $10,000. I'm hitting over 75% in college basketball over the last 3 weeks. 75% on my best bets. 75% on my best bets. Last week on the website, as transparent as a plate of glass, another 6-1 free pick performance, including calling the Portland Trailblazers as a 9-point dog, pitching on Golden State. I called it outright. They won by 30-6. So listen, I'm not fucking around here. I'm as serious as life or death. I'm as hot as Jimmy the Greek was in his prime. There has never been another handicapper like me. I can buy and sell Lem Banker. I can buy and sell any of the best that have ever been. I'm on a career run. I'm on a career run. Broncos money line. Broncos plus points. Under the boasted total. Von Miller 25-1. And I almost scored the score exact. My final score was 27-10. At post time, 27-10. It was 24-10. Listen. Pay me for a March Madness package if you can't afford paying me $10,000 to be in Vegas on Saturday. $1,500 right now. Get you all my NBA, all my college basketball, the conference tournaments, the big tournament, through April 10 for $1,500. You can pay that right on the website right now at stewfiner.com. Plus, we have our daily and our weekly and our monthly packages at StuFinder.com and the yearly package. You can call me on my private cell. I'll talk to you about any package you want to talk about personally. I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to score out. And I love the games tonight. I love tonight. I love tonight. So if you're getting with me on a package, we are going to roll tonight. I love the card tonight. Let's rock and roll. Let's score out. Now listen, on the free pick phone that I've had a 2-week hiatus, thank you everyone out there for bearing with me. I loved it. I was just partying every single day. I was fucking. I was partying. I was living life to the fullest because I am a living legend. I'm a living legend. When you can predict Denver on a money line is going to humiliate Carolina and embarrass Cam Newton and hold him to no touchdowns and say in advance he will never cross the goal line. And Von Miller 25-1. Need I say anymore? Watch the video that's on the website forever. We have it on the website. It will be there forever for you to watch my epic call, my wire-to-wire absolute call like I had tomorrow's paper today. Arguably the greatest call of my life. Obviously, Colin Cowherd allowed me, he is so classy, to give the game out on his show, to absolutely break it down for 2 straight minutes. We've got almost 250,000 views on the video. I love it. And then next day, when I called him to kiss his ass, and God, do I love Christine, and I loved her on the show. And I said, no, that's 70,000 views because people love me. They love me. They love me. I love you. Let's roll. Let's rock and roll. From me, your source, I'm back.